I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Enter Bruce Lee.
I mean, that's Bruce Lee in a nutshell. Over and over and over, he did the same thing, and it shows in the technique because there's no wasted energy. There's no wasted movements. Everything he does with a purpose. He goes in there with an idea of what he's trying to accomplish, and he gets it done. Bruce Lee is the absolute best. Bruce Lee is the man.
His grappling, his takedown defense figure to be tested here tonight, but there aren't that many guys who are going to want to stand and trade on a napkin in the center of the octagon with the great Bruce Lee.
No, if you're fighting Bruce Lee, you're shooting for takedowns right away.
Bruce Lee, ladies and gentlemen, Bruce effing Lee, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise in the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to greatness.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. All right, both fighters have graced the octagon, and that means we are ready to go with live action from the Scotiabank Arena here in Toronto, where some of the best fans in all of MMA have come out to see our fights here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Sharabutdin Magomedov.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, here's Bruce Lee getting ready for another UFC start as we begin round 1. So fast, so quick, so good at setting up striking angles, and it's hard to simulate the speed in training. I know the opponent has talked a lot about trying to find training partners to simulate Bruce Lee. Easier said than done. Bruce Lee trying to get off to a good start tonight.
Good jab there by the champion. It's a beautiful, fast, quick jab with meaning. Nice straight punch.
Back and forth we go. Side kick lands for him there, champ.
A lot of times that is used to manage space.
Counter punch landed there by Lee. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Good jab. Lands to the body. All right, so a good series of kicks by him there. He has mixed it up beautifully, I think, on the feet tonight.
He is kicking everywhere tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
Straight right is there. Straight right hand, no good.
Nice.
Lee gets tagged by that stiff jab. Nicely timed kick to the body for the champion. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, my goodness.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Oh, massive kick lands flush. That whole sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
He's getting the better of the striking. I want you to cut those angles and get out of his range. We have to change game plans. Plan B. Let's get that clinch game.
All right, let us get you some highlights from that previous round, DC. And how about just the sheer volume of head kicks for him?
I don't know why this dude's energy bar isn't completely zapped. You can't throw that many head kicks over the course of a fight. But I guess if you're landing them, you might as well keep doing it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward. Jab is on point right now.
Trying to kick the leg out.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Big punch lands through the middle.
And just misses with that big right hand. All right, now you see some visible damage on that calf. We'll keep an eye on that.
You got to watch it. I mean, this kick is so damaging.
Nice entry there and able to finish. Good block there. So a much different approach from him here in round two.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Useful. Lead right hand, that'll work. There's a kick.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following a game plan, and it's working.
Nice side kick. Well, don't get gets him to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he lands that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Big shot lands for both guys.
Good. You're doing fine. Stay relaxed.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Lee's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
Let's recompose here. You're fine. You've been clipped before. It's okay.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started.
Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
Nice leg kick.
Man, where were these calf kicks 15 years ago? Another strike targets that area there.
I mean, lands, and once again, it hurts him. It isn't as evident how hurt you are when you're taking these calf kicks, but trust me, it really does take an effect on you. That was a massive high kick. Another head kick lands.
Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick. Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right.
Oh, my goodness, what a kick. He just heard about that hook, yep.
Oh, an obvious limp there. His leg hurting for certain.
What a tricky head kick.
And blocks the shot there. Oh, misses with the jab.
All right, stay relaxed. Stay relaxed and breathe. Look for the setup, okay? It's gonna be there.
I mean, that right hand landed square.
Trying to do damage now with the kick. That's a miss.
Controlling the fight behind that jab.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Lee going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds.
All right, take a deep breath, man. Relax. It's okay. Let's get our elbows a little bit tighter this time. Throw your combinations hard and fast and get those arms.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Nice leg kick.
Ooh, diving punch lands. Takes his back.
Now he's going full mount.
Really good job with the ground and pound, and now you can see some visible swelling on his opponent. Oh, effective utilization of the ground and pound here by Lee. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. Oh, nice job there to land the knee strike to the body, again making great use of his length in this matchup. All right, so he continues to badger that calf. You got to think his mobility is going to be compromised.
Yeah, he's immobile. He's got it.
Oh, thunderous leg kick grounds his opponent, lifting a little bit, trying to stay upright. But man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
John, he's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick. And he's tired too, John. You know, he's tired too. I know he goes hard. He doesn't show it. You know, it's like playing poker. But he's just as tired.
Oh, the bruising on that calf, champ. That's not good. Hey, take your cans off. Tell him to check a kick.
I mean, we got to go back to pandemic fighting where they could just hear the coaching because, man, he has not checked one kick and he's paying for it now.
All right, take your time. Take your time.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Move and relax for me.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Gets back to his feet. What a round. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, let's check out some of the action, DC, and how about the punching acumen by that fighter in that previous round?
He does not waste anything. He does not loop punches. Everything's tight. Everything's precise. He's a sniper. We always talk about how he's a sniper. He is a sniper, and it showed in that exchange that allowed him to drop his opponent.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
All right, so he earned respect from his opponent early on with the power, and now the swelling really started to become a factor, champ.
The swelling's starting to become a factor. This guy is so good at recognizing a weakness in his opponent. He got him hurt, he got him swollen a little bit, and now it's starting to pay dividends.
Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked.
Lands a solid kick right there.
Let's go. Get out of there. Separate. Get close.
Big inside kick.
All right, stay in there, buddy. Recompose.
Just misses with the jab there.
Focused.
There, somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Work.
Look for him to throw that overhand here again. All right, so it looks like some bruising on that thigh right now. He hasn't really done anything to address that weapon from his opponent.
He's got to check some kicks. I know right now it may not be that damaging, but down the line, you're going to really pay for it if you don't address it right now.
Lee going for the head kick. No dice. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up. Back to his feet. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Sharabutdin Magomedov.
All right, so he came in the best welterweight in the world. Nothing changes tonight. Congratulations to the still UFC welterweight champ.
He understands that he is the best fighter in the world at 170 pounds.